Hi guys, welcome to DevOps tutorial, and this is the third video lecture for the Kubernetes. And in previous lecture we have learned how to set up the Kubernetes on AWS EC2 and how to set up the Kubernetes with the help of Minikubes. So today we are going to learn some basics command of the Kubernetes and that we execute on the Minikubes. So let's go to the terminal and execute each command one by one. And if you have any problem like installation of Minikube, so just go to my previous video lecture and check all the installation process. Okay, so here the Minikube is already installed in my machine, and we will execute one by one each command. So let's go to the terminal. So the first command is start the Minikube. So we have the command is minikube start -vm -driver none. So for that one we have to provide the super user permission. Okay, so let's clear the terminal, execute the first command. So the Minikube starting is here, so we can see, so it will take couple of time to set up. So the next command is to check the list of nodes or verify the Minikube is running. So we have the command is kubectl get nodes. Okay, so once the Minikube will be start, we'll check here. So we can see here the Minikubes is start. So let's clear the terminal. The next command is kubectl get nodes. So we can see here there's only one node is there because it's Minikube and it's provided only one nodes. So the name of node is this IP address, status is ready, roles as a master, age is 17 second, and version is 1.9194. So let's clear the terminal. Now we have the next command is start the deployment of Kubernetes cluster. So what is the command is kubectl create deployment, the name of the deployment --image, and we have to provide the image name. So let's take this example of Nginx. So here kubectl create deployment, the name of the deployment is Nginx --image and equal to image name. So image name is Nginx. So once we execute these things, we the deployment.apps/nginx is created. Okay, so our deployment is created now. Now if you want to check the deployment, so we have the command is kubectl get deployments. Just copy this command, and once we execute this command, we can see the deployments, how many deployments we execute in the cluster. So the name of deployment is Nginx, the state is ready, up to date, available, and the age of the deployment. Okay, now if you want to see more details of the deployment, so we have the command is kubectl describe deployment. So it will give the complete details of the deployment. So just copy this one, and here you have to provide the name of deployment. So the deployment name is Nginx. So once we execute, we will see all these details like namespace is there, the creation time, okay, then replicas is there, then containers, the image name of the containers, is there any port is open. So all these details will become here. Okay, so let's clear. Now if you want to more learn about the Kubernetes, so we have the command is kubernetes get -help. So once we execute these things, it will give you the complete details of the Kubernetes command, like list of the pods. We will execute the kubectl get pods command is there, and list of the pod in ps output, so we can execute this command. So all these commands you can find with the help of help command. Okay, so let's clear this. The next command is how to create the service. Okay, now create the services we are creating to accessible via the internet. Okay, so we have the command is kubectl create service node port. This is the node port is used to connect the service via internet. Okay, so Just copy this command here. Okay, I will explain here. Time the kubectl create service node port nginx is the name of the deployment hyphen tcp and open the port 8080. So once we execute this command, the service will be created. Now if you want to check the service, we have the command is kubectl get svc, kubectl get svc. So once we execute this command, you will see the list of the services that running on the cluster. So there's a Kubernetes the service. This is our services. The name of service is nginx. The type is node port and cluster IP is this one, and external IP is not there, and the port number is this. Okay, age is 17. So when we are creating this service is only accessible inside the cluster. If you want to access this service, it's not able to access because we not define the external IP. Okay, so how to get the service URL? Okay, so we have the command is minikube service, the name of the service, and hyphen URL. So once we execute this command, we will get the service URL. Okay, so is minikube service, the service name, and hyphen URL. So once we execute this command, we will get the URL. But this URL is not accessible in the internet. This is accessible only your local host. Okay, because this is only used in the cluster. So if you want to check these things, so we will just use the curl command, copy and paste. So we can see here there's the nginx welcome page is there, and we can access in the local machine using this IP address. But I want to access these things over the internet. So for that one, we have to use a page command. So just copy this one. So the command is kubectl page svc, the name of the service, -p, and we have to provide the IP address. So this IP address will be communicating with our cluster IP address. Okay, so what is our IP address? Let's go to the EC2. So this is our public IP. Just copy here. Okay, and paste it. So the page is updated. Now again run the kubectl get svc. So we can see here the external IP is attached. Okay, so if you want to access this nginx to the internet, we can use this IP address and check it. Okay, so let's copy this IP address, go to the network, and we have to define the port number is 32343. So we can see here the nginx welcome page is visible, means our service of nginx is running fine. Okay, so let's go to the terminal again. The next command is if you want to see how many pods are running in my minikube, so we have the command is kubectl get pods. So once we execute this command, it will give the list of the pods. So there's a one pod name is there nginx, and then some random number is there. The state of this command is ready, status is running, restart 0, and age is 6 minutes. Okay, now if you want to see all the running pods, so we have the another command is kubectl -a. So once we execute this command, it will give the list of all the pods are running. Okay, it will give all the Kubernetes pod also. Okay, so the next command is how to delete the service. Okay, so for that one, let's go to the terminal. First check the service name. Okay, so kubectl get svc, So I want to delete this service. So we have the command is kubectl delete service, the name of the service. So the service name is nginx. Okay. So once we execute this command, the service will be deleted. So again, if you want to see the service, you can't able to see the nginx service. Now if you want to delete the pods, or so we have the command is kubectl delete. First we have to check the pods. Okay, now I want to delete this pod. Okay, so we have the command is kubectl delete pods and the name of this pod. So once we execute this command, it will delete the pod. Okay, now if you want to delete the deployment, so we have the command is kubectl delete deployment and the name of the deployment. So our name of deployment is nginx. So we can see here the deployment nginx is deleted. Okay, so this is some basics command of the Kubernetes, and guys, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel for more upcoming videos. And the next video is how to set up the master and the worker node cluster in the Kubernetes. So guys, thank you. Bye.